James Akers here, the tie guy. Today we are going to be tying up a very classic looking but pastel looking French tie. This is a Charvet. Charvet is out of Paris, France, and all their ties are made in France. Very high quality. It's right on the same level as the really good Italian brands like your Zegna, your Kiton, right in that range. You know, very, very good tie. I've got a few Charvets. I've never been disappointed. So today we're going to tie this up. It's a brand new tie. It hasn't been tied yet. So as far as the review goes, silk lie is very, very nice. It's got a nice soft feel to it. Feels a lot like kind of between a Zegna and a Kiton as far as the silk texture and everything else. It's pretty medium, like a medium thick, so it's not super thin, but it's not super thick, and it's not a real wide tie, but it has a really nice look to it. It's a purple and pink, like a purpley pink stripe, diagonal stripe with white ridges throughout, and the purple, the dark purple stripe has like another diagonal stripe going the opposite direction, and so we're pairing that today with a light purple shirt. I think it's going to bring a little bit of that out. So without further ado, let's tie this thing up, see how it comes together. First we want to find our spot. When I talk about finding my spot, it's just going by the thickness of the tie, the thickness of the silk, and how long that we want that tie to end up being. And the perfectly tied tie, the tip of the tie here comes between the top and the bottom of our belt buckle. That's where we want our finished product to be. So with a tie of about this thickness, for me it's probably going to be right in this range as far as how much slack I need on the longer part of the tie or the front of the tie. So I'm going to get that ready. And with this Charvet, that's putting me right at the very bottom of my pectoral muscle here. So let's take the top of the tie over top of or the long part of the tie over top of the short part of the tie, straight across, back in behind, up and through. Now we take the tie around behind, keeping everything nice and tight. Around behind, all the way around, up, over, down and through. Now I call this the checkpoint. Here's where we're looking to make sure the base of our tie is coming together. And for those of you that have been sending messages asking me what I mean by the checkpoint and making sure everything's right is we want to make sure that we don't have something like reversed here or sticking out or flapping where it's not supposed to flap. We want this to be nice and tight. Okay? And then we'll take the tie, then we'll take the tie over the top, around behind again, up and through. Then we're going to tuck it through this little flap we've just created, hold the top of that, pull the tie through. Okay? Now we're going to just adjust the edges, and we're going to hold on to the knot and pull the long part of the tie. That's what's going to tighten this knot up. And that's how we get our nice little triangle there. Then we hold the tie and pull on the shorter part, or hold the knot, pull the shorter part of the tie to bring it up to our neck. And then we want to check for our length. Let me just make sure we got all this together here. And remember earlier in the video I said that we want the tip of the tie to come between the top and the bottom of the belt buckle. So I back away, and the tip of this tie is coming almost halfway down, just past the top. We can always adjust that a little bit. So if we need to go a little bit longer, we can always make the knot a little bit tighter. You know, just hold the knot, pull on the long part of the tie. That's going to give us a little bit more slack there. Let's bring the collar down, see how this all looks together here. Tidy it up a little bit, as I like to say. Now, if you wear collar stays, at this point, make sure they're not getting caught on the tie. This is an Eton shirt. The collar stays are actually built into the collar, so they're not. But my Zegnas, my Saias, my other brands, they have collar stays, and sometimes they get stuck on there and makes your collar look a little bit funky. So we want to make this symmetrical now. We don't want any gaps here. So the easiest way to move your tie around is to hold the knot and be pulling on the short part. That's your adjustment. And that's the easiest way to get it adjusted where you want it to be. So what I'm trying to do now is just get it symmetrical. I want it right in the middle of my spread collar here. All right. Now this Charvet, the only negative I'm going to have is it's not super long tie, so I don't have enough room to tuck this into the keeper. Just the tip of it goes there. Now I know some of you say, well, just tie half winds or something like that. No, I like the traditional triangle. I really like this look. So I just expect my ties to become a little bit longer, and that's okay. I stopped buying brands that don't make them long enough. So Charvet, make them longer. Alrighty, looking great. Let's put it all together now. Now the look is going to start scrolling across the bottom of your screen, but I'm going to go through it with you right now. We're wearing a brown Hermes Zegna suit. Most of my suits are Zegna. I've got a couple other brands as well. But I am going on a shopping trip this coming weekend, so we'll just see what I end up coming back with. But we've got a brown Hermes Zegna suit. It's a light brown. It's a gorgeous suit. It's fitted to me. We have on a purple Eton shirt. It has a lot of texture to it and some really cool buttons. We're wearing a purple striped Charvet tie with diagonal stripes going across it. We're pairing that today with a dark brown dressy Salvatore Ferragamo belt with a gold belt buckle, pair of chocolate brown Bally Oxfords. And for those of you that like watches them and ask me questions, we're pairing that today with a brown leather strap and an automatic grating with a blue face. It's almost a purpley blue, so it looks really good with the shirt. On my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers, you'll see close-ups of all that, close-up of the watch, the tie, the whole outfit staged, selfies of me. After I get done with this video, take a few selfies so that you can see the knot and everything else, see the whole outfit together. So check out my Instagram, Tie Guy James Akers. If you like my videos, please click subscribe and like, guys. I am ready for work.